turned a corner defensively. Do you agree with that assessment? And then when would you think that turn occurred?
I think after our game against Detroit, obviously it was a game in which we struggled pretty badly on the defensive end. And it was, sort of like a breaking point, but it just happened pretty repeatedly up to that point. And I think, after that game, just the level of focus, the attention to detail, and the intensity on the defensive end has really ramped up. And it started with that Indiana game.
Malik Andrews, ESPN.
Joe, you guys have talked a lot about just wanting to continue to build chemistry, and it seems like you're at a point now where that chemistry is really starting to gel. Does that make it easier when you think about now reintegrating Kevin Durant whenever he comes back, when you think about that group as kind of even being on a level higher than where you guys were collectively when he went out?
Yeah, definitely. I think, Kevin is just the type of player where, you can kind of plug him in at any point, any junction of the season. Obviously, we wish that he had been with us, during a majority of this run, but, it's not like a whole lot will really change. I think he's been around, he's been with us. I think it's more tough, when you have to deal with sort of the COVID protocol where he's not even able to be around the team. So at least for this part, we're grateful that he's been able to just be on the road trip with us, be around. And, he lends his voice, even though he's not able to play right now. He's a big contributing factor as to why we've been a little bit more locked in.
Brian Lewis, New York Post.
Hey, Joe. Understanding that you guys want to make sure that you're focused every game, no matter what the opponent's record is there anything to the thought of you guys wanting to take this Laker game as kind of a gauge to see how much progress you'd made defensively?
I don't think it was necessarily a gauge. I think we're just sort of trying to repeat what we've done, prior to this game, where we felt like we've made strides on the defensive end. The offensive stuff for us, not that it comes easy, but we just, we have so much talent where, we can have an off night, but we're still going to be able to produce offensively. And we know it's the defensive side of the ball that we just have to be more consistent with. And I think, we've gradually just improved really since that Detroit game. We've taken significant steps of just, being a little bit more locked in, covering for one another. Communication has been better. And then, we have the byproduct now where we've just, we've held teams more in check.
Respect, NBC New York.
Joe, you scored 21 points on only 10 shots. That's hard to do. Is it even more satisfying to do it on a big stage like this against the defending world champions?
I don't know. I think just in general, coming away with the win, everybody kind of collectively playing well. The stats are the stats. But at the end of the day, what matters is winning games, trying to play the right way and build on what we've done.
Alex Schiffer, The Athletic.
Hey, Joe, as you touched on earlier, obviously you guys would prefer to have a full roster at all times. But since you had the Harden trade and that kind of reset the roster a little bit, do you think the attrition you guys have had has maybe helped you guys learn each other quicker because you've had extended periods where it was maybe only Kevin and Kyrie, Kevin and James and Kyrie, et cetera?
Yeah, definitely. I think, we've talked about it previously where it's a good opportunity for everybody else to come in and fill the void because, when we get down the road, we're not going to always have a healthy roster and you never know who you're going to need to step up and play valuable minutes. So right now it's a good opportunity for a lot of guys on the bench just to have an opportunity to play more meaningful minutes. Even the other night against Phoenix, I thought it was great. Just overall, it was a collective effort from everybody. And, we know that we can rely on guys 1 through 15, which is what you need when you're building a championship roster and a championship mentality.